Okay, before we check out the work site, that's not the right place. Let's check the floating dock. Yeah, put the planks in. A little bit of plankage here. I say it takes 100 years to go from one side to the other. Storage, we have nothing, right? Yeah, we have nothing. We have more explosives. I haven't seen anything to explode recently, though. I need one more metal shard and one fancy metal, and then a whole bunch of money to, well, buy it and also have my stuff repaired. Speaking of which, can't repair anything here. Can I buy? Yeah, give me a, wait, I don't have any research left. Yeah, I have no research. Let me buy a fishing crab net, whatever. 2 per day, 4x4, or 2 per day, 5x4. I'll buy this. I'll buy one of these. I want to buy 2, but we'll start with 1. Apparently, the merchant has crossed over the nearby iceberg and inspecting some old pieces of metal. You approach. So weird, the stuff seems old, like really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal half embedded in the ice. Thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of rivet holes. Come here, look. You follow her into a small makeshift shelter, ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics, nailed to a table, still barely legible. See how they angled these sheets, the lining of the metal around the bow? Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. Can I build one? Because there's a bunch of, I don't know if you noticed, but up there in the northeast, there's a whole bunch of ice. Dredge outside again and pastes out a length of metal scraps on the ice. We got most of the basic materials here already, but of course we're missing the most crucial piece. Icebreaker needs specially tempered, angled metal, as well as components designed to minimize the impact. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left all this stuff here, maybe they died somewhere else, so you can go loot them. Find their old ship salvage icebreaker they already built. That'd be convenient. To build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we need. Yeah, we literally need to build a cow catcher. Okay. Well, that's not happening anytime soon. But I will. That is 100 meters down. My God, that's gone. that's out of there. By the way, can I get that fishing rod? Right, you said fishing rod. I don't have it. You didn't give it to me, right? Yeah, no. Shipyard, ice fishing. That's not ice. Barbed ice sucks. This is ice and oceanic. Why would I not want this one? This one is just ice. And it's plus 16. This is ice and oceanic and it's plus 33. Coastal and shallow. Ice and oceanic. I'm gonna get this one. To storage with you. Also, I'm gonna need to take a little snooze. Because it's, well, the middle of the night. And I don't know what kind of giant ice worm's here. I'm sure it's a worm. Like, it's gotta be a worm. That's just a regular old king crab. Can I ask why it went from, like, happy fun time noises to terrible you're gonna get murdered in an alley noises? Because that's no fun. I miss the happy go fun time noise. I suppose I'm just glad I don't have to worry about temperature. Ice fish. Interesting. Yeah, the hull's gonna fill up. Did get a trophy though. I'm not gonna buy too many. Or yeah, buy. I'm not gonna catch too many. Oh, we're just gonna go inwards and see if I can find any goods. We just gotta have a smattering of random fish. Okay, kind of big. Toothfish. Oh, there's a pontoon. Or something. Blow this up. This, I don't think so. About small boat. I was a photographer. I expect to see you this far south. Well, that's a fortunate turn of events. There's a narwhal somewhere in the ice field. Couldn't get any further, so I tried to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on the ice sheet over there to entice it, but I didn't have enough to hold its attention for long. Caught a glimpse. I suppose you have any fish you prefer to donate. Fill space with any fish you can. Not picky. I'm gonna need to go get more. Hold on, I'll be back. I can go catch a whole bunch of fish. Not there anything else here anyway. Was there only one of those chunky fish? Because if I get another toothfish, that would kind of solve my issues. Another one of those? No, there was only one. In which case, I guess I'm gonna just keep catching from here and try and fill it up. Well, on one hand, the astral fish is a demon fish. On the other hand, I love the fact that it just has a constellation on its body. That's cute. Okay, that's gotta be enough fish, surely. Constellations of light dance through its body, stitching fin to flesh and spine to bone. It looks neat, at the very least. These poor fish. I got those fish. It's all for the narwhal, baby. It's gonna be completely worth it. Perfect. Now cut your engines. Need to wait. Well, we need to wait in complete silence. How long? How long we wait? Till the middle of the night? That's great. There's something under the ice. You think it's a narwhal? That's not a narwhal. It's not a narwhal. I'm sticking around to find out. Later. Gee, thanks. For its early packing equipment. He seems very on edge. You know, that was no regular narwhal. I suspect it seemed voracious and hyper-aggressive. Animals like that tend to be very unpredictable. Ice fields aren't safe with that thing around. You should consider turning back. Be out here as soon as I pack my things away. Alright, well, I'm nothing if not dumb. So. Hey, let's go on a little adventure into the ice fields of pain. Dude, there's like a town here and everything. Go fishing a little bit, get a note or something. Get some treasure. Oh, it's like 1/80th of the cow catcher. Yoink. Very poor way to hold it. Is that a man in ice? There's a man in ice over there. A cold wind whistles through the doorway, the only cabin still standing. Behind it, a frozen over dig site is littered with tools and debris. First off, I just gotta like empty this out. Don't have room. The cabin. You enter the small cabin, the door long since fallen from its hinges. A round table sits inside. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted into a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time. You can still read the words Captain's Log etched to the cover. You open the book. It's frozen spine cracking for the first time in decades. I'd like to read entry number 1, please. Arrived at the floating sea ice amidst a particularly thick fog. A few channels could be seen leading into the ice, though sizable chunks floating in our way, posing a hazard. I have ordered us to moor against the outer ice wall while the engineers make adjustments to prepare the vessel. Okay. I mean, there's something spooky happening there in the center there. The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men placed ice or fish on the ice nearby in an effort to distract it. It appears to work, though only for a time. It resurfaced and needed feeding repeatedly. If we can't find a more permanent solution to the beast, we'll have to make sure we keep enough fish on hand to placate it. Or kill it. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below at once, both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking this as a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgement, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. At first I could not make sense of it. That 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and thought that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars, and eyes opening into the void. The rest of my sleep was feverish. As my mind was plagued with sounds of the voice, it spun in my head, echoing ever louder. In the morning, the boatswain and the boatman and the navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard a sound like a heartbeat as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western approaches of the ice field Respectively, I assume. I shall indulge them. All right. Neat. Check out this thing. Yeah, there's uh-huh. Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the ice. Yeah, just listen to that bad boy. A distorted voice echoes from within. Don't disturb the ice. Hey, Jim, how's it going? Captain, the expedition, chart the ice field, appeared suddenly through the ice. It whispered, promised. Stones from the stars. It knew. 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice. The voice grows louder. It commanded. 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices, for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now sees forever futile. The shadow is silent for a time, slumbering still. Should leave, it sees you before it whispers. And you just are smacking at ice. Do not break. Please do not break ice. Oh yeah, just slot this bad boy in. That unfortunately doesn't work. All right, well, you're just gonna have to stay here for a little while until I find an ice pick somewhere. I'm sure I'll find one somewhere. All right, Mr. Narwhal. Well, I want to sell my fish is the thing. I had these fish. They're gonna like rot, aren't they? They're still. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back just because I want to sell. They're like expensive fish. They're good fish. There may be some hearts beating around me. We ignore those. Ignore the narwhal. Narwhal, I do not care. I care not for his whimsy. I care only for the desire for money. Money and fish. Just Tokyo drifts around the corners. Oh yeah, I forgot my lobster pot too. Got that. 2 days remaining. I'll take some kingly crab. Take all. All right, lady. Let me sell this stuff. At least the the good stuff. I would have cared if it wasn't for this guy and this guy. He's rotting. Oh my prize. My prize rots. You guys have any like metal or wood or stuff? I'd like to upgrade my boats. I'm also going to grab a handful of fish real quick. Just like a few. We'll say 4 if I can get 4. I'll put 4 down in my little cubbies. It's another record breaker. Ah, it's record breakers. I don't want to feed the record breaker to the dumb narwhal. He doesn't know about fish. I need to not crash into walls. 100% am gonna crash into a wall at some point. Yeah, she left. She decided, I don't want to photograph narwhals. They're too spooky. It did take like 7 hours for that thing to appear. Around, ignoring you. And there's a lot of heartbeats going around. I don't know if I need to dredge where a heartbeat is. I have no idea. I can... I see. I'm going to need to lure the narwhal here. Okay, there's just heartbeats happening everywhere. And as much as I love the sound of heartbeats, I actually hate heartbeats and would like to never hear them ever, please. Not because they're spooky, but just because they're really overused. I'm on the brink of death. I guess I'm gonna wait for my heart to beat a whole bunch. Oh, you have 1 health and no health regeneration? I hope you like listening to a heartbeat for the next hour and a half until you find a med kit. It's fine. We found a spooky guy. You care about the spooky guy? Globs of flesh strip from the eye or from the fish. Its departure from the icy waters caused an instant, irreversible reaction. Oh, it just thawed. Whoops. Whoops, I thawed the fish. It's fine. The narwhal will want to eat this. I just need to get 2 of the big fish, and then we'll be sense. Am I going to have to wait till night again? I feel like I should back up when that happens, but whatever. It should be set aside for a little while. I'm sure I'm fine. Is it gonna be night again? Yeah. Do I care? No. I had a giant hand. More ice fish. I don't really care about the ice fish. That looks like a giant hand. Do I want to park at the giant hand? It seems like a bad idea. I guess it didn't matter too much in, no, this looks safe. Subnautica. Docking is a small platform of ice, formed around a gigantic clawed hand. You're not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long abandoned camp litter the ice. Frozen equipment. Can I have some research, by the way? Where's my one research I get? Rummage through the small pile of equipment on the snow. Most items are stuck fast in the ice, but inside a small backpack you find a journal. First, yeah, June. Captain ordered us to make camp on the ice in the center of the lagoon. After we saw those lights in the ice, everyone got treasure on their minds. Treasure hunting isn't exactly what this expedition was commissioned for, but given the captain gets the lion's share of whatever we find, it doesn't surprise me that he's willing to bend the rules a little bit. We'll start digging after the camp's done. Spent the day digging down into the ice, shovels and ice picks. Can't remember the last time I was this tired. We were only allowed 2 short breaks all day. Down in the pit, as I rested my back against the ice, I started hearing something. It was different to the sounds of the picks. They were short and sharp. There was a low, this was low, a rumble from deeper down. On my first break, it was occasional, only a few each minute. But my second break, it was quickened, like a heartbeat. Captain overheard me telling some others about the sound I heard in the pit. Before I knew it, I was in front of his desk. Sure, I was about to get my pay docked. To my great surprise, he seemed to know something of it already. He was keen on hearing it described over and over. He wants me to help locate the source of it. When he pressed me further, I said that it did seem to be coming from the east. Tomorrow we're setting off to see if we can find it. Perhaps I shall get a bonus. A bonus, you say? Yeah, it's looked pretty good for you. Natural spire of ice stands and scrapes of snowed over equipment. A dark shape twists within. Hey Jim, how's it going? Help me, frozen so many years. Freebie! Please, freebie. I was the boatman, the expedition, the terror. Please, break the ice. Towards through painful shapes. We saw lights dancing in the ice, dug deep. Didn't know, I heard it. The heart beating. Under the ice, the cracking, waking, the noises in the east. I went, the captain brought him here to find it. The hand in the night, shadow of the claw. The darkness shrinks. I turned away just a moment, the pain, the claws, my back, so cold. Please, break the ice. I still do not have an ice pick, so, you're on your own, Jim. I then take a sweet snooze. Jim, moaning ethereally outside my cabin all night. I, not caring at all. Does this count as an ice pick? It's kind of the same shape. Look at this man. Look at this fish. Oh, I hate this fish. Hold on, I gotta go put my trash up. I forgot to put up the cow catcher. Never mind, there's not storage here. Their way out. Treasure? Treasure? Well, I mean, I guess I'll take money, but money is like the last thing I want. I need money, yes. But if I were to find stuff to dredge, I think it would be the last of the stuff I'd want to dredge. I definitely cannot go that way. I assume the rest of this monster is below it, but I can't swear that. It could just be a hand. Someone got their hand chopped off and it floated here in the ice. Well, on the bright side, I need to go, well, I need to catch more fish because I'm going to have to do, I'm sure I'm going to have to throw another wacky fish pile somewhere. But we're back here, so I can drop off my cow catcher. Okay, I'll catch you. Okay, is that just one more piece? I think I only need one more piece. I'm gonna need all kinds of fish, but only one more piece. You are the fish that I seek. Mainly because you fit perfectly into my thing. I need to stop doing that. Yeah, if I get 2 of these, then that just go ahead and sorts me. Feel more thumping, huh? Thump thump to you too. I mean, I wouldn't say no to wooden planks. Actually, I don't need wooden planks now I think about it. I literally need everything else besides wooden planks. I'll need wooden planks later. Is this a shark? I know it's getting dark, but I like finding things. I like seeing the weird stuff, okay? Even if it is highly dangerous, it's fine. I'm gonna go feed the guy. He'll be happy about that. Mr. Narwhal, can I interest you in... I don't have... Because I forgot that he needs more. Like, I don't want to give it this fish. This is like a terrible idea. This fish is good. This fish doesn't fit anywhere. It's a terrible, terrible fish. I can do this. Which is... I mean, it feels bad, but I can do it. I need 2 small fish. You want to have small fish? Yeah, go ahead, beep boop at me. And there's the big fish. I still have, this is manifest. No, yeah. Banish, I want banish. Excuse me, anyone have any small fish? Which is getting mighty turbulent. These are big fish, aren't they? And these are like weird big fish. Excuse me, I need small fish. Does anyone have some small fish? These are small fish. Perfect. Small fish. I just need 2 of them. And we'll be fine. I still feel like my flashlight does nothing. But what can you do? Narwhal would probably be pretty happy if you gave him a whole bunch of fish. There he is. Like, I don't think he eats it. I think he'd have a hard time eating it. Am I gonna have... yeah, I can always just, like, throw the fish into the drink. It's hard to give or sell my fish because it's a 15-minute journey back there. Yeah, I'll take that cow catcher, please. All right. Where am I gonna put this? Here, then here, here, and here. There we go. Perfect. Is that another big spooky hand? That doesn't bode well. That doesn't bode well at all. Another makeshift camp constructed in the shadow of a frozen clawed hand. Someone was sticking these out. Another journal. Who could have guessed? Men spent the whole day digging. They passed up chunks of ice, some as brilliant as crystal, others of a deepest blue, more beautiful than sapphires. I have had to read so many things today. But none held the glow that we had seen in the night. However, I did notice a disturbance in the ice to the west. It began as a periodic distant rumble. As the men dug deeper, the pulsing quickened, strengthened, until I could see the ice shifting on the surface. I shall have to inform the captain. It may well be that the narwhal creature we saw earlier, though this did seem much larger. So right this, I can already feel my eyes closing, and we'll have to wait until morning. I'm so sleepy. This morning, the captain appeared out of the fog, rowing alone. Apparently, the boat Swain, whatever, remains at the camp in the east, awaiting nightfall. They were unsuccessful in their search, but it does make sense that the lights would be more visible at night. Tomorrow, we were to journey together to the west, towards the shifting ice that I reported. We are alone on a small island of ice. After hours of rowing through narrow channels, it rose through the fog. A gargantuan, monstrous claw, reaching from the deep. Whatever creature it once belonged to must be long dead, as the claw is frozen solid. I wanted to turn back immediately, but the captain insisted we investigate. He is on edge, his head turning this way and that, listening for the slightest sound. He's convinced that something will happen after dark. As the last light from the cold sun fades, I had a sense that it could be a long night. Yeah, and then he got eaten by a narwhal. Hey, Jim. How's it going? Also trapped forever in this prison? Get me out. Break it. I don't suppose you had to be the navigator. Find safe passage, chart the ice that came from beyond. Break it. Free me. The digging, the cracked ice, like a web, awoke the ice heart. I told him, whispers in the west. Took the boat swaying east, returned alone. The dark figure shuddered, seeing vibrations of the ice. The next day, I rode here. The captain saw the claws, gripped my soul. He insisted, make camp, shadow the beast. Waiting for the stars in the night, I saw his shape suddenly swallowed by the cold in the dark. He left me. Break it somehow. Free me. You'd like just making sure it's like not another fish or something. Yeah, it's still the ice pick. Just in case, it could have been something else. And I have to drive 45 minutes back to Grandma's house to deliver all my nonsense so I can get a cow catcher installed. It's not that far, but it feels kind of far. To the north. I wonder if I'm just gonna be able to sail through the icebergs, or if I should still probably swim around them. I probably should still swim around them, to be honest. Don't drive into that. As much as you want to, you really shouldn't. Yep, yeah, more heartbeats. Turns out, it's an Alaskan bullworm the whole time. That's not his tongue. Or that's not the worm, that's his tongue. It's fine. I get my jokes wrong all the time. Not sure why you're surprised. This, yeah, this is broken at this point. Yeah, I got all kinds of trash, so hold on. Let me go dump all this off. Can I get you to go to rotting fish? It's worth $18. This one's still worth $65. That's not bad. And that is no use to me. Alright, the icy work site. I think I have all the parts. Right, you want this thing. I just threw it back into my storage. It's fine. It's fine. Why did this seem bigger in my mind? I think that should do it. The front of my ship can now break through chunks of ice. Go ahead and test it out. I'll be watching from here. Like, I really don't want to just try. I mean, I guess I will drive through ice. Sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? I die? Not likely. But you know, if you want to temporarily remove that icebreaker and swap it out for any of my pontoons. Do I... Like, why would I want to remove it? It feels like that's something I should just hold on to. Those are just starfish. Those are just fun starfish friends. Pick up. Pick up. And then deposit. Plenty of crabs in this sea. Say as I smack my way into her boat, causing both of them to sink and us being stranded here forever. Not every type of fish likes deep water. Check your encyclopedia to be sure. Can't do anything here. I haven't seen any wrecks at all. Repair, then take a little bit of a snooze. Feels like night's so long. Right, drop that. And now to go where no one's ever gone before. Straight into a bunch of ice. It just explodes. They just explode! I just felt extremely confident. I'm not sure if that was like the best I did, or just full force directly that direction. But it worked. I wonder if you can go into these backwards. Well, now I'm unstoppable.